Saturday night.
Happy Super Saturday, everyone. Welcome to Super Saturday Live with me, American Alex Cardinale. It's Super Saturday for a reason. Tomorrow night is Super Bowl 57 between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Also, it's Valentine's weekend. So tonight's episode of Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale is going to be Super Bowl and Valentine's Day themed. It's also a Super Saturday because I got to hang out with my friend and I went fish store shopping today to one of my favorite fish stores, which is called Aquatic and Exotic in Stuart, Florida. They're actually going to be our featured business, our featured South Florida business later on in the show. What new fish did Aqua Alex get? You'll find out later in the show. And Aqua Alex will talk about the silver arowana as the fish of the weekend. Our special guest tonight is our friend and my mentor, Darrell Schwartz. It'll be the very first ride-along interview because I rode with him in the car to the fish store. Plus Super Bowl facts, Valentine's facts, and Super Bowl topics. Chef Alex will be here to give out Super Bowl food ideas in a red velvet cookie recipe. All that and more right here, right now on Super Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. Unfortunately, my friend and the sponsor of this show, Kelly Love, cannot be here tonight. She is under the weather and not feeling well. So I told her we'll all wish her well and we'll send her hugs and positive vibes. And hopefully she'll feel better for next week's show. All right. Do you have questions you want me to answer? Like always, post your questions in the comments and I will answer your questions. Also, feel free to share your thoughts on today's topics in the comments as well. So if you have any questions you'd like to ask me, simply post them in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and fix my camera really quick. I know this is real blurry, so I'm going to fix it and I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are back better than ever. I'm no longer blurry. All right, so let's go ahead and get this show started. And we're going to start with my first segment. And my first segment is called American Alex Cardinale Asks You. Now, all you got to do is answer these questions. And you can answer these questions by posting your answers in the comments. So here are the questions I'm asking you this week. What do you want your loved one to give you for Valentine's Day this year? Who do you want to win Super Bowl 57? And what do you think will be the final score of Super Bowl 57? And what is your favorite Super Bowl of all time? Simply post your answers in the comments below. And later in the show, I'm going to answer these questions and I'm going to go over your answers as well. So remember, post your answers in the comments down below. All right, let's get this show started with some fun. Since it is Super Bowl weekend, let's get into some Super Bowl facts as we prepare for Super Bowl 57 tomorrow night in Arizona as the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, and by the way, go Eagles go! Go Eagles go! Hopefully the Eagles will beat the Chiefs tomorrow. But here are the NFL Super Bowl facts. Here are some facts about the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy weighs 7 pounds and costs $50,000. Yes, that's right. The Lombardi Trophy costs $50,000 and weighs 7 pounds. The Super Bowl is the second highest eating day for Americans behind Thanksgiving. That's incredible. Here's another interesting fact about the Super Bowl. The NFL doesn't pay bands or artists for performing at the halftime show. That's kind of sad. You would think artists would be paid big for a gig like this, but no. The NFL only covers the expenses and production costs, but does not pay the performers themselves. That is sad, but it is what it is. So those are some cool Super Bowl facts for this year's show. Don't miss Super Bowl 57 pre-show live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. I'm going to host my second annual Super Bowl pre-show tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon, right here on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to break down everything you need to know about the Eagles and Chiefs and Super Bowl 57. And I will share some more Super Bowl facts with all of you. All right. Well, it also is Valentine's weekend. So let's get into some fun Valentine's facts, shall we? Here is Valentine's fact number one. And Valentine's fact number one is roses symbolize love. Yes, that's right. Roses are said to be the flowers of love. Venus, the Roman goddess of love, used to adore red roses. This story made people start spreading love by giving roses to the object of their affection. Valentine's fact number two. Different places celebrate Valentine's Day in different ways. Valentine's Day is celebrated in many different ways around the world. In Japan, women give chocolates to men. Men reciprocate this gesture a month later on March 14th. For example, White Day in Finland. February 14th is celebrated as Yastanupia, which translates to Friends Day. Here is an interesting fact about Valentine's Day. Valentine's fact number three. Valentine's is the day that penicillin was introduced to the world. Penicillin, the world's first antibiotic and one of the greatest scientific discoveries, was introduced to this world on Valentine's Day. Very interesting fact on Valentine's. And the last fact for this year, Valentine's fact number four. Valentine's Day is a popular time for getting engaged. Approximately 6 million couples are said to get engaged every year on this romantic holiday. And those are your Valentine's Day facts for this week's episode and also for this year. All right, are you ready for some social studies class? It's now time to learn about this Saturday in history. All right, today is Saturday, February 11th, the 42nd day of 2023. There are 323 days left in 2023. Today's highlight in history. On February 11th, 1945, President Franklin D. Roosevelt, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and Soviet leader Joseph Stalin signed the Yalta Agreement, in which Stalin agreed to declare war against Imperial Japan following Nazi Germany's capitulation. On this date, in 1847, American inventor Thomas Alva Edison was born in Milan, Ohio. In 1937, a 6-week-old sit-down strike against General Motors ended, with the company agreeing to recognize the United Automobile Workers Union. In 1963, American author and poet Sylvia Plath was found dead in her London flat, a suicide. She was only 30 years old. In 1975, Margaret Thatcher was elected leader of Britain's opposition Conservative Party. On this day in 1990, South African black activist Nelson Mandela was freed after 27 years in captivity. On this day in 2006, Vice President Dick Cheney accidentally shot and wounded Harry Whittington, a companion during a weekend quail hunting trip in Texas. In 2020, the World Health Organization gave the official name of COVID-19 to the disease caused by the coronavirus that had emerged in the Chinese city of Wuhan. 10 years ago today in 2013, with a few words in Latin, Pope Benedict did what no pope had done in more than half a millennium, announced his resignation. The bombshell came during a routine morning meeting of Vatican cardinals. The 85-year-old pontiff was succeeded by Pope Francis. 5 years ago today, a Russian passenger plane crashed into a snowy field 6 minutes after takeoff from Moscow, killing 65 passengers and 6 crew members. Investigators would blame human error, saying the pilots had received flawed airspeed readings after failing to turn on a heating unit for the measurement equipment. And also, 5 years ago, singer Vic Damone, who possessed what Frank Sinatra once called the best pipes in the business, died in Florida at the age of 89. And 1 year ago, just last year, President Joe Biden called on President Vladimir Putin to pull back more than 100,000 Russian troops massed near Ukraine's borders, and warned that the United States and its allies would respond decisively and impose swift and severe cost if Russia evades. And that is today in history, February 11th. Now let's get into today's birthdays. Gospel singer Jimmy Carter is 91 years old. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush is 70 years old. Actor Catherine Hicklin is 67. Singer Sheryl Crow is 61. And former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin is 59 years old. I would like to wish everyone who celebrated a birthday this week a happy birthday. I want to wish everyone celebrating a birthday today or tomorrow a happy birthday. And anyone celebrating a birthday this upcoming week, happy birthday and the best to you for the upcoming year. All right, now let's get to some fun history, Shall we? Let's get to some horoscope readings, because that's fun history, I think. All right, it's time for horoscopes with Alex Cardinale, and today's date is February 11th, 2023. We'll start with my personal horoscope, which is Leo. And here is today's horoscope for Leo. A transformation in your circle of friends could occur today and change your life, Leo. Someone exciting could move in nearby and you could hit it off. Expect stimulating conversations and fascinating new information. If you aren't currently involved, this person could be a potential romance. At least you will make a new friend. Take a close look and don't initiate things too quickly. That's interesting. Libra. Libra, you probably feel especially sexy and passionate now. You may enjoy browsing through catalogs of rich fabrics or furniture. Erotic novels could also appeal to you. If you aren't, or if you are currently involved, you may want to spend the evening alone with your partner. If you aren't, don't be surprised if you attract someone new. Either way, you will draw admiring glances from strangers. Cancer. Some vivid and interesting dreams could bring a lot of repressed memories up and force you to confront them. This could be a disconcerting Cancer, but stay positive. Psychological obstacles to financial success and romantic happiness could be cleared away, which could change your life. It's vital that you write down your dreams. You won't want to miss out on this. And the second to final horoscope for today, Pisces. Today, you may contemplate changes in your home. They could be physical, like redecorating, refurnishing, or remodeling, or someone could move in or out. Whatever the change, it's likely to be fortunate. If you're thinking of such a change, you can proceed confidently. You should be feeling especially inspired now. So be creative and manifest whatever has been on your mind for some time. And Gemini, a powerful desire for change could have you think of traveling, Gemini, or perhaps relocating to a distant state or foreign country. Friends who live far away could be trying to convince you to join them. This is not a minor decision, it requires careful thought. You might be tempted to act impulsively, but wait for a while. In a few days, you will know if the change is right for you. Aries. If you aren't currently romantically involved, Aries, today you might suddenly see an odd friend or neighbor in a new light. This can be thrilling, but it may not be a good idea to do anything about it just yet. You're feeling especially sensual today, and therefore any attraction you feel could pass by tomorrow. If you're presently involved, schedule a romantic evening with your partner. All right. And those are your horoscope readings for February 11th. If I didn't read a horoscope reading for you today, all you have to do is go to Google and research horoscope readings, and you'll find your horoscope reading. Next week, I will read some more horoscope readings for you. All right, it's time for my first Valentine's topic here on Super Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. Valentine's Day is all about romance, right? It's all about love, right? Well, sex is part of romance and sex is part of love, right? So that begs the question, how many people have sex on Valentine's Day? Let's discuss that right now. Let's discuss how many people have sex on Valentine's Day. And I did research for this. So, according to the 2017 Millennial Sex Survey by Skin Condoms, which surveyed over 3,000 men and women ages 18 to 34, 68% of millennials say that Valentine's Day is the occasion on which they have the most sex. So there you have it. People ages 18 to 34 have the most sex on Valentine's Day. It beat out a person's wedding day by almost double, with only 37% saying that that was the day that they had the most sex. Here was another interesting fact about Valentine's Day. February 14th is also Condom Day. So take that for what you will. You should have safe sex on Valentine's Day. All right, let's get to our topic. And our next topic is going to focus on the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl is taking place tomorrow night between the Eagles and Chiefs. And my first topic for Super Bowl 57 is tips for hosting a Super Bowl party. I want each and every one of you to have a successful and fun Super Bowl party. So here are my tips for hosting a Super Bowl party. My first tip is to bring on the drinks. Have some alcoholic drinks available for your guests. Beer, wine coolers, or create some cocktails. But also have some non-alcoholic drinks for those that are underage and for those that don't drink. Some non-alcoholic drinks would be things like soda, water, fruit punch, etc. Also, have team-themed plates and apparel. So have some Philadelphia Eagles plates and Kansas City Chiefs plates, and also have some Eagles and Chiefs shirts, hats, and stuff available for your party. Make a dip and have appetizers because guests are going to be hungry. And what is better for the Super Bowl than appetizers and dip? I think you're going to enjoy that. And have some fun. Have some fun with your guests at the Super Bowl. Make some bets. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Make some bets with your guests. Say, hey, I bet the Eagles are going to win, or hey, the Chiefs are going to win. It's one way to make your Super Bowl party much more fun, in my personal opinion. But at the end of the day, it's all about the football action, and it's about the fun. Make sure you have fun. And if you're an Eagles fan or a Chiefs fan, don't get pissed if your team loses. I guarantee the Eagles will win, but you never know. I think the Eagles will win. They have a better chance of winning, but I won't be upset if they lose because I'm a Buccaneers fan. But those are my tips for hosting a Super Bowl party. All right. Well, like I said earlier in the show, today I got to spend time with my wonderful friend, Darrell Schwartz. Darrell and I took a trip to Aquatic and Exotic, which is our South Florida local business spotlight for today's episode. And I got some new fish. So on the way to the fish store, I filmed an interview with Darrell, and Darrell is our special guest tonight. So let's see what Darrell and I have to talk about in our special guest interview. Hey everyone, today's special guest is my friend Darrell. Darrell, how are you doing today?
Doing great, how you doing?
I'm doing great. We're on our way back from the fish store. I got a beautiful koi and some beautiful shabunkins, right?
Yes, they were very, very beautiful.
They look awesome. Thank you so much for bringing me along with you today.
You're welcome.
So how was your 2023?
The year's going great so far. It's already moving fast. It's already almost the middle of February.
I know, it's almost Valentine's Day already.
I know, don't forget it, Valentine's Day. I won't say what I did because my wife might see this, so surprise her.
I guess I showed myself some loving today.
Yeah.
So who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl this year?
I'd probably go with the Eagles.
Me too. The Eagles are the better choice. So how are your fish doing?
Fish are all doing good. They're growing and, just starting to balance out tanks, moving a couple of the fish around from one tank to another, as they're starting to get bigger. And other than that, they're all doing good.
That's good. Do you have any fish room plans for this year?
Any what?
Any fish keeping plans for this year?
Down the road, I think a pond is going up, an above ground pond, because the arowana is starting to get big and the red tail, so they're probably going to have to be moved out of that 150 gallon fish tank. And, developing more of a pure severum tank, so that's kind of what all the severums, because they're all doing good there. And other than that, just growing everybody up, and out. I got both freshwater, saltwater, and carp, koi, and goldfish, so got a nice mixture of everybody.
Nice. I got koi today for the first time.
Yeah, they're cool fish, and they live a long time.
Yes, they live longer than humans.
Yes.
Some of them.
Yes, yeah.
I think you got me into koi and goldfish. Mm-hmm. I saw some of your fish photos and I got into them.
Yeah. Well, I keep them on the pond. One of the things that's interesting, I have them outside in the pond, and the water is deep enough. You got to have about 2 feet down into the ground. And even when we've had the days when there's 20 to 30, when we had that 30-degree weather days, a couple days, the fish were fine. They just went lower, into the pond. Not one got sick, no ick, anything, If it was regular tropical fish, they would all been dead,
That's true.
That's an interesting, so they're a great longevity fish to have, and they're beautiful, actually.
This is a cool interview, my very first one where I get to do it in a car.
Mm-hmm.
It's great that I get to go fish shopping with you.
There you go.
So what do you like about buying fish?
I like shopping, looking at the fish and seeing what's available. Whenever you go into a fish store, there's always, hopefully you're hoping for the surprise, Hopefully there'll be something there or a gem that you find that you're able to bring home, especially when you have a lot of fish already. So that's kind of more of a hunting for me, trying to find the right thing. And then learning to say no, because you can't keep buying everything.
That's true. I have to give you a lot of credit. You're able to do that more than I do sometimes.
Well, the problem is almost everything in the store we were in today would be fish food. For all my other tanks right now.
I know, and that gets costly.
Yeah.
Although I've been pretty good at saying no to some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your favorite fish?
My favorite fish, I would have to say my red hooks are ultimately my favorites, and I got a lot of them I rehome from you, and I have a school of 7 of them right now, and they're just amazing, the way they school together and pack together, and that's probably, it's just great to see a school of fish like that, because not all fish school together, and
that's true.
They're about the size that they've gotten now, it's really cool to see.
They look great in your aquarium. They have the orange spots already.
Mm-hmm.
That means they're happy and they're healthy in your aquarium.
Yes, they're very happy, and it's a cool to see. You don't always get a chance. You have small fish like tetras or something that you'll see a school of in a big in a community tank, but to be able to get 6 or 7 sizable red hooks together, and actually see them all packed together. They don't pick on each other. They stick together, and my one that's probably about 14 years old is kind of like the elder of the group, and they follow him. Kind of leads the pack, which is really cool.
I think they're better than piranhas. They're more colorful too.
Yeah, they are.
And more active.
And they have a full set of teeth. A lot of people don't realize they have teeth. They have like human teeth, if you ever see inside their mouth.
That's true. Would you ever keep a pacu?
I have had pacus before. They're amazing. They're gorgeous, and they'll destroy your tank.
Yes, they get
no matter
huge.
what size.
They get huge.
And they eat, and they pee and poop a lot. Or whatever you want to say they do,
They're very nice, though.
Yeah.
Well, I wish there was a dwarf one.
Yeah, but the problem is they get so big, and they'll dirty up a tank, all the time. So I had to rehome mine years ago. So
what would your advice be for someone that's keeping goldfish for the first time?
My advice for them is treat them just like you would treat tropical fish. A lot of times in our hobby, we kind of separate. Well, they're goldfish. They're more of a carp. You got to treat them differently. You really don't have to. They desire clean water, just like all other fish do. You know, they'll on that still watching the water. Put them on a good diet of pellets and flake. You know, they won't be a meat eater, of course. You know, they're more vegetarian. Watch the water because they will react just as quick to bad water as a tropical fish will. They're very responsive. They'll get to know you. They'll be running up to the front of the tank, you know, begging for food. They do have good facial recognition, and they live a long life. They're, you know, they can be very, very colorful. So that is a really good part of the hobby. But usually we see a lot of people from the other side of the hobby pick on them, you know.
True.
And you know, it's not a really good fish. And the nice thing is you never have to worry about a heater.
That's true. They don't need
You
it.
never have to worry about temperatures for them. So
I can't wait to set up my goldfish and koi pond for my birthday. It'll be nice.
yeah, they're easy. I've had a koi goldfish pond up for 4 years. I clean the filter twice a year, and that's about it. I top it off with water once in a while. I've never ever have done a water change with it.
Nice. Koi's are beautiful. Thank you so much for bringing me to the fish store with you today.
You're welcome anytime. So.
And thank you for the interview. I had a blast tonight.
That was fun. That was a lot.
It was nice to get out of the house for once.
Yes, it is good to get out. And my wife will be happy I didn't spend any money. The fun thing is if you're married, you try, and the people that are in the hobby, you try to sneak a fish in. One time, I'll tell a funny story. And one day I decided I was at a pet shop and she hates snakes. And I bought 2 ropefish. And I didn't say anything. And I put them in the tank, you know. And I also think I bought some salamanders, you know. And I put them in the tank. And all of a sudden I heard somebody screaming, you know. There are snakes in the tank. Where did they come from? There's snakes. I go, what do you mean snakes? So I got in trouble that day. Because I didn't tell her anything. I just put them in the tank.
She must have got terrified. It's great to have someone to go to fish stores with. I used to go alone all the time.
Oh, it's fun to go with someone and look at things and compare, you know?
I know.
Fish and everything and get thoughts on it. You know, like we did today, pointed out which I thought were good ones, you know?
I know, you'll be picked out the best ones.
Yeah,
So later on in the show, I'll show you my new koi and my new shabunkins. They're beautiful, right?
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're really nice. You got the longfin shabunkins, so they're going to be really beautiful, you know? So
I know.
They'll be the fantail version of them.
Well, thank you so much for everything today. You did a great job.
It was a fun day.
You're one of my fun guests.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Darrell, for the amazing interview. And just a second, we're going to show you the new fish that I got from our fish store trip today. But I'd like to welcome our loyal viewer who's in the house, the fish guy. Hey, how are you? He says, how are you guys doing? We are doing amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your live view. As always, I hope you're having an amazing day. I'd like to remind all of our live viewers out there that I have some questions that I am asking you. You can post your answers in the comments. And my questions are, what do you want your loved one to give you for Valentine's Day this year? Who do you want to win Super Bowl 57? What do you think will be the final score? And what is your favorite Super Bowl of all time? In about a half hour or so, we're going to answer these questions. So post your answers in the comments below. All right, now time to welcome Aqua Alex onto the show and see what new fish I got with my friend Darrell on our fish store trip today. So get ready for some fun. Hey everyone, Aqua Alex here. And today I'm going fish store shopping with my dear friend and mentor, Darrell Schwartz. What new fish did I get? Well, find out right now, as Darrell and I went to Aquatic and Exotic. And I'm going to show you the new fish right here, right now on Super Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. So here are the new fish that I got from Aquatic and Exotic. Right here is a very nice solid orange koi that I got. He's about 4.5 inches. And you can tell he's a koi by looking at his barbels right there.
So this is my very first koi, a solid orange one that I'm acclimating into my 55-gallon aquarium. Very gorgeous fish. And of course I'll get some more designer fancier koi later on, but this one was going to be my first one. Very nice. And then I also got some beautiful pond goldfish. Right here I've got 3 shabunkin goldfish, and these are very beautiful goldfish. They're going to grow in my pond as well. And eventually I'm going to move my comments in here as well to grow them out for the pond. I've always liked shabunkins, and I'm going to be enjoying growing these out. Very nice. And then my friend Darrell gave me some snails to help keep the water clean. Plenty of snails here. As you can see, a lot of them. So they're going to be going to a good home in here. I'm going to put some in my fancy goldfish tank, and then the rest will go in here. And also some plants. Plenty of plants my friend gave me. So that's what I got from today's fish haul. This beautiful koi. A beautiful orange koi. Got him at a great price. Couldn't say no to it, so I got him. And beautiful fish. And like I said, these 3 gorgeous shabunkins. So I hope you enjoyed our fish store adventure. I'm sure there's going to be more to come in 2023.
All right, so those are the fish that I got from Aquatic and Exotic today. Once again, a big thank you for my friend Darrell for taking me. And those goldfish and that koi are actually in my 75-gallon. When I filmed that video, I said 55-gallon, but I was wrong. They're in my 75-gallon, and they're going to be in there until my pond is set up for my birthday. And eventually I'll get a few more koi. That fish guy says, glad you cool fish. Thank you. Me too. I've been wanting some shabunkins and a koi for a while now, and I'm glad that today I finally pulled the trigger. So once again, thank you, Darrell, for that. That's our first fish haul of 2023 here on Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. So I greatly appreciate that. All right, so right now we're going to welcome Chef Alex to the show. And Chef Alex is going to give out some Super Bowl food ideas, and then for Valentine's Day. All right, so the Super Bowl is tomorrow. The Eagles are taking on the Chiefs, and one of the big aspects of the Super Bowl is food. And if you're hosting family members or you're having a party with friends and family, it's very important to think about what kind of food you're going to have for the Super Bowl. So here are some ideas of some foods that I'm going to be having tomorrow for the Super Bowl. And these are some foods that I've had in years past. So some good food ideas would be for the Super Bowl would be tacos. Tacos are a great handheld food that everyone in your family is going to love, and everyone that's attending your Super Bowl party is going to love. Tacos are great. Now, I make a great queso dip that goes great with tortilla chips. So in my queso dip, I have ground beef, I have Rotel tomatoes, I have taco seasoning, Velveeta cheese, and a couple of other things. It's really good. Also, chicken wings are a Super Bowl classic. So you have to have chicken wings with Super Bowl. You can fry them, you can bake them, or you can bake them in sauce like I've done the last couple of times, and they still come out amazing. And then pizza bagels are great for the Super Bowl. Generally speaking, the Super Bowl, you're eating like handheld foods and finger foods. There generally is no sit-down dinners, it's handheld foods. So pizza bagels are great. Mozzarella sticks are also a great Super Bowl food idea. And then you could also do pasta salad and deli sandwiches with the Super Bowl. Now for desserts, you want to keep with the handheld idea. So brownies, cookies, and cupcakes are all great ideas for the Super Bowl party that you're going to be hosting. Or a small So you want to keep a Super Bowl theme. So you would get an Eagles logo or a Chiefs logo on there, or both with the Super Bowl 57 logo. That would be pretty cool as well. So those are my Super Bowl food ideas for Super Bowl 57. Now, Valentine's Day is this. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and give you a recipe that is this Tuesday. It is delicious red velvet white chocolate chip cookies. It's a nice cookie with a hint of chocolate, complemented by white chocolate, just like the cake. Really, really good. So here is the recipe for the red velvet white chocolate chip cookies. You're going to need 1 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 4 teaspoons of cocoa powder, a half teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a half cup of butter softened at room temperature, a half cup of granulated sugar, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 large egg, 2 teaspoons of red food coloring, or if you're going to use a gel, you'll want 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, a teaspoon of white vinegar, and some white chocolate chips. In a mixing bowl, whisk together the flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt and set aside. In the bowl of an electric stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, cream together the butter, granulate until combined, and vinegar. Add flour mixture and mix until just combined, then add your white chocolate chips. You're going to wrap your bowl in foil and chill the dough in the refrigerator for 1 or 2 hours until your dough is nearly firm. This is going to prevent your dough from spreading too much in the oven. Preheat the oven to 350. Scoop the dough out and shape them into balls, about 1 1/2 tablespoons each, and transfer them to parchment paper lined baking sheets. Bake them for about 10 to 11 minutes until they appear set on the edges. And remove cookies from oven, and you can put more white chocolate chips on top of them if you have any left. And let these cool on the baking sheet 5 minutes, then transfer to a wire rack to cool. All right, so those are the delicious red velvet white chocolate cookies. I hope you use that delicious recipe for Valentine's Day this coming Tuesday. You know, for me, Valentine's Day is just another day because I'm single. So this Valentine's Day, I'm going to show myself some love and also show some love to my beagle Brandy because she's like my baby. But if I were to be in a relationship, I would cook them something special, like red velvet pancakes or red velvet waffles. You know, Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale debuted in April of 2022, last April, and it's been an incredible journey. I really enjoy hosting Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. It's something that I really enjoy. And it started as an accident because I had a special guest interview and the special guest couldn't make it that day. And I still wanted to go live, so I created this talk show. And I wanted it to be like Jimmy Kimmel Live and some of the other nightly talk shows, but I also wanted it to be like a Saturday Live style YouTube show. And thus I created Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. Well, I'm very excited to announce on April 8th this year, I'm going to be celebrating my 1-year anniversary. Yes, that's right. Saturday Live, American Alex Cardinale will proudly celebrate 1 year of awesome Saturday nights. That is live Saturday, April 8th, 2023, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. There are going to be many special guests. There's going to be at least 2 or 3 special guests on the show to celebrate our first anniversary. There will be some special surprises, as always, and much more. You can expect the many things you love on Saturday Live, like Lovin' with Kelly Love, like our funny videos, like our topics, Fish of the Weekend, and more. Also, we are going to do our very first Saturday Live giveaway. It's going to be a Saturday Live contest. Winners will be announced for the contest on the 1-year anniversary of Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. Now, on my 9-year YouTube anniversary, I am going to announce the contest. I'm going to announce the contest for Saturday Live and how you can enter and what the prizes will be. So early next month on March 6th and March 7th, tune into the 9-year YouTube anniversary to find out what exactly the prize will be and how you can enter it. I look forward to celebrating 1 full year of awesome Saturday nights with you on Saturday, April 8th, 2023, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Easter weekend just got a whole lot sweeter with our 1-year anniversary. I am really looking forward to that. That is phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. And I certainly cannot wait to celebrate 1 year with all of you. All right, it's time to spotlight a local business from South Florida. And tonight we are going to spotlight Aquatic and Exotic. Aquatic and Exotic is located in Stuart, Florida, and that's where my friend Darrell and I went today. We went to Aquatic and Exotic in Stuart, Florida, and I got that beautiful koi. It was only $16, by the way. And I also got 3 shabumpkins from Aquatic and Exotic. Now, all the fish that I have purchased from Aquatic and Exotic over the last several months are doing well. They are much bigger than when I got them. My 3 Hecali geophagus, my Crenticicla pike cichlid, my Lima shovenos, my flagtail procholotus, they've all tripled in size since I've gotten them. And also, I'm sure my koi and goldfish are going to do really well from Aquatic and Exotic. They've got great fish, and they're decent price as well. I really enjoy shopping at Aquatic and Exotic. My friend Darrell introduced them to me. Very wonderful business. And if you're a new hobbyist, I'm sure they'll help you as well. And they have more than just fish. They've got reptiles and all kinds of animals. So if you're ever in the Stuart, Florida area, definitely check out Aquatic and Exotic because I think you're going to like it. Here is a quick little commercial educating you about Aquatic and Exotic.
Are you a tropical fish keeper living in South Florida? You need to check out Aquatic and Exotic in Stuart, Florida. Aquatic and Exotic is home to quality freshwater and saltwater tropical fish. You will find African cichlids, South and Central American cichlids, goldfish and koi, and exotic fish. We also supply aquarium supplies like filters and heaters, aquariums, and lights. We also have quality fish food brands. Aquatic and Exotic is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Questions? Give us a call at 772-781-4046. Stop on by and check us out. 1525 A.C.E. Lockhart Street, Stuart, Florida 34994.
And that was this week's South Florida Local Business Spotlight. So definitely check them out. All right, let's go ahead and answer those questions that I asked you earlier in the show. And the questions are, what do you want your loved one to give you for Valentine's Day this year? Who do you want to win Super Bowl 57? Who do you think will be the final score? And your favorite Super Bowl of all time. So we have an answer in the comments that we're going to go over. And that fish guy says, I'm not expecting anything for Valentine's Day this year. That's nice. I think you'll still get something for Valentine's Day, though. And he says he got his girlfriend a Mata turtle for Valentine's Day. Those are very interesting and very unique animals. I love turtles, and the Mata turtle is very, very nice. Thank you, by the way, for answering my questions. I really appreciate that. So, what do I want my loved one to give me for Valentine's Day this year? Well, unfortunately, I don't have a loved one, as in boyfriend, girlfriend type of thing. I don't have that. But I would love candy, and just someone showing they care for me would be enough for me. I think I treated myself well for Valentine's Day this year with my orange koi and the pumpkins goldfish. Who do I want to win Super Bowl 57? And what do I think will be the final score? Well, I want the Philadelphia Eagles to win, because the Eagles are the best team in football this season. And what better way to cap it off with a victory over the Chiefs in Super Bowl 57. Also, everyone is praising the Chiefs. Everyone that I've watched, everyone on ESPN, Fox, all the sports channels, they're all praising the Chiefs like Patrick Mahomes is the next big thing, or he's the next biggest quarterback. But let's not forget that the last time Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were in a Super Bowl, they got dominated by my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they didn't score a single touchdown. Now let's add to the fact that Patrick Mahomes has a banged-up knee against a tough Eagles defense. I think the Eagles have a shot of winning this. So I think, and I want the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. What do I think will be the final score? Very, very tough to pick, but I'm going to go 28-24. Philly 28, Kansas City 24. I cannot wait to watch it. And what is my favorite show of all time? Well, that is absolutely easy. My all-time favorite Super Bowl is Super Bowl 57, which was live in Tampa Bay, the Bucs and the Chiefs. It was the very first Super Bowl that took place at a home stadium. The Buccaneers are Raymond James Stadium. So Super Bowl 55 is my favorite Super Bowl of all time, because the Bucs got to play in their home stadium, and the Bucs put a whooping, an ass whooping, on the Kansas City Chiefs, 31-9. Patrick Mahomes could not score a single touchdown in Super Bowl 55. So that is my all-time favorite Super Bowl, and I can't wait to see how this year's Super Bowl turns out. All right. Well, next Saturday is going to be WWE Elimination Chamber. So there's going to be no episode of Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale next Saturday, but don't fret. I'm still going to host a weekend episode. It's going to be Sunday Live, and next week's episode is going to on Sunday, February 19th, 2023. Next weekend on Sunday Live with American Alex Cardinale, I am going to recap WWE Elimination Chamber. I'm going to talk about the Major League Baseball 2023 regular season. Because let's face it, baseball season is coming up. Can't wait for that. Our special guest next week is going to be my business coach, Catherine Jones, and I will talk about my business some more. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to talk about what it's like being an Italian American. Our business spotlight from South Florida will be Palmero's Italian Bakery. The fish of the weekend will be the common pleco. And Chef Alex will show you how to make a delicious ribeye steak. Don't miss next weekend's episode of Sunday Live with American Alex Cardinale, February 19th, 2023, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel, American Alex. That is going to be an amazing episode next week. All right. So now it's time for my fish of the weekend. And I've got a very interesting fish this weekend that I'm going to talk about right now. All right. Well, this weekend's fish of the weekend is the silver arowana. I currently do not have a silver arowana, but I have had them in the past. They are pretty cool fish. They are known as the water monkey because they can jump out of the water. And in the wild, they have been spotted jumping out of the water to catch insects, small prey, like small birds and small mammals. And they're just a pretty cool fish. They're also called the dragonfish. Now, silver arowanas come from South America. You'll find them in Brazil, Colombia, Peru, Venezuela, and other parts of South America. They can grow to be about 3 feet in length. So you're going to need a monster aquarium to keep these guys, but they are a pretty interesting fish. I wanted to get one today, but my local fish store did not have any baby silver arowanas. An interesting fact about the silver arowana is that baby silver arowanas still have egg sacs, and that's how they eat. They eat through their egg sac, which is pretty interesting, if you ask me. Now, silver arowanas are notorious jumpers, so you have to have a lid in order to prevent your arowana from jumping out and dying. You don't want to lose a beautiful fish like a silver arowana. Now, I am planning on getting an arowana with my tax money. I'm just not sure whether there'll be a black arowana or a Giardini arowana, but one thing is for sure, it will be a very cool arowana because arowanas are a gorgeous fish. So thank you for joining me this week's fish of the weekend. All right, it's time for our final segment here. And our final segment is funny videos. Are you ready to laugh your ass off? I've got four funny videos to share with you. The final video I'm going to share with you is a guy that was imitating a Marine and he got called out. That one is very funny, but we'll save the best for last. Here is it's time for some funny videos, and it's time to have some laughs.
No, I don't want no more damn lettuce.
Granny, start being more polite.
What?
You're being rude.
I ain't being rude.
Where are you gonna
She's
get-
putting fucking lettuce on my damn sandwich, and you know I don't eat lettuce.
More lettuce?
No! Motherfucker, she put more lettuce on that son of a bitch.
Anything else?
No, not a damn thing. Just wrap it up.
I guess she doesn't like lettuce. My brother is like that. Let's check out our next one.
Now y'all couple are cute as fuck, man. How long y'all been together?
Married 4 years.
Married 4 years. That's fucking awesome, man. Where'd y'all meet?
We met because of a nonprofit.
You met because of the nonprofit?
Nonprofit.
You got charity pussy? That's amazing. He calls their period the Red Cross. She's beautiful though. It's more like the March of Dimes. Am I right? Let's go. Do you guys have children?
Yeah.
Nice, you donated sperm, that's great. You're really doing your part. 4 years ago, met at the nonprofit. That's fucking awesome. You guys from here?
No.
No, where from?
She's from California. I'm from Europe, from Poland, actually.
I thought you had a little bit of an accent. You sounded like an enemy. You said from Poland? Fucking Polish sausage? That's what's up. We're known for that. What are you, 6'3", 6'4"?
Well, maybe
6'5"? 6'6"? No, shut up, dude. Stand up, stand up. I gotta see this, dog. What the fuck? I've never felt like more of a bitch in my life. He stood up and I was like, what's it like sucking dick standing up? That's amazing. Holy shit. This bitch every anniversary just...
That's funny. All right, let's get to our next video.
I want a Modelo's. Oh my. Hey. Hey. Did you slap my voluptuous?
Dude, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're doing over there, but keep it to yourself. I'm over here looking.
Oh,
okay,
calm down. I'm just asking if you slap my voluptuous.
Keep it to yourself.
Chill, little boy. Okay, little boy. Oh my Jesus. Freaking dumbass.
That's funny. Well, here is that stolen valor video I was telling you about.
You don't say anything, okay? Come here. Come here. Hey, sir. Hey, my son would like to meet you. He really admires guys in the Army.
Hey, buddy. I'm Sean.
What unit were you in?
I'm with the 2nd Battalion Rangers.
75th?
2nd. We're 75th Ranger Regiment with the 2nd Battalion.
What's your MOS?
My MOS is 11 Bravo.
All right.
I'm what's called Attack 1. All I do is I go out on missions.
Where'd you get your 3 CIBs at?
Afghanistan.
All 3?
All 3.
You know you need to be in 3 different campaigns to get 3 CIBs, right?
This one was from Afghanistan.
Okay.
That's from Iraq.
Okay.
And that was for my 2nd rotation back to Afghanistan.
You know, no matter how many you do, you can only get 1. For Iraq, Afghanistan,
Yep.
all 3, you can only get them. You know that, right?
Because my campaign took me outside of mission lines from Afghanistan.
That doesn't make any sense. And you're in 2nd Bat Rangers?
Yep.
There it is. Where's your combat patch at?
I gave it to a little kid again.
All right, why's your flag so low on your shoulder? It should be up here.
Got me on that one, bud.
Why are your boots are all on blast too?
Because I literally just got home.
From where?
From Fort Lewis.
Fort Lewis? Is that where the Rangers are?
That's where we're stationed.
How come, where's your shirt underneath? Your tan t-shirt. What's your rank?
I'm a staff sergeant.
Staff sergeant? Where'd you go to basic training?
Fort Jackson.
Fort Jackson? You know, the infantry only goes to Fort Benning, right?
Yeah, for Ranger training.
No, for basic training.
No, I didn't start off as a Ranger, as infantry.
You didn't? What'd you start off as?
I started off as a M1, as a driver for Humvees.
What's the actual MOS for that, for a driver?
My driver, MOS. Hold on 1 second. Staff sergeant.
Staff sergeant. He's calling a staff sergeant. Why is he calling a staff sergeant if he's already a staff sergeant? That doesn't make much sense.
Hey, where are you?
Come here.
Okay. Okay. You want me to meet you there?
He's calling a staff sergeant when he's wearing the rank of a staff sergeant. That makes much sense.
Okay.
Here it is, guys. Stolen valor at its finest.
Okay.
He's full of shit, wearing a United States Army uniform. Claims to be a United States Army Ranger.
Okay, listen, what we're going to do is we're going to step down here
Okay.
with my Sergeant Major.
All right, let's go. Let's see your Sergeant Major. So you shop at the mall with Sergeant Major on Black Friday?
Sometimes.
Yeah? That's cool. Why don't you just admit you're a phony? You know it's illegal, right? What you're doing right now?
Let me tell you something. If I was a phony,
Yeah?
then I wouldn't be wearing this uniform.
You wouldn't?
No.
Because you are a phony. I just called you out on about 10 different things, and all of them are bullshit. This is illegal. What you're doing right now is illegal, because you know what? I've worn that fucking uniform, and I've had friends get killed in Afghanistan wearing that fucking uniform. No, you haven't. You're full of shit.
12 years in.
Stolen valor. Right here. Stolen valor.
Hey, let's go. Stop it.
At its finest. What's your name, dude? Okay. Thanks, buddy. See you later, pal. Go have fun with your Sergeant Major at lunch. Fucking asshole.
Wow. It's incredible that people are disrespecting our military by pretending to be soldiers themselves. I'm glad that guy got caught, and he was so nervous he wasn't sure what to do. He had to pretend that he got a phone call from someone pretend. But I'm glad he got caught, and I thought it was kind of a funny video to play here on this week's episode of Super Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. I'm ready for the Super Bowl tomorrow. I hope the Eagles win. Like I said, I predicted the Eagles will beat the Chiefs 28-24. That's all I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Saturday Live with American Alex Cardinale. I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow, and don't miss my Super Bowl pre-show tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon here, 12 noon Pacific here on my YouTube channel, American Alex Cardinale. And don't forget, next week's episode of Saturday Live will air on Sunday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. My apologies to William T. I ran out of time, could not air his interview today. And I hope my friend Kelly Love feels better. Have a great weekend and go Eagles. And I will see you next weekend, everybody.
It's time to celebrate 9 years of being a YouTuber and being on YouTube. This year marks my 9th year of uploading videos and being on YouTube. I'm inviting all of you to my 9-year YouTube anniversary, which is bigger and better than last year's party. This year expect the unexpected. Fuck average, be legendary. This year's party is so big it's being given 2 nights. That's right, a 2-night extravaganza. The party will start Monday, March 6, 2023 and conclude on Tuesday, March 7, 2023. Both parties start at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific each night and will air on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale.
Monday, March 6, 2023 kicks off American Alex Cardinale's 9-year YouTube anniversary celebration. Come celebrate and have some fun live Monday, March 6, 2023 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Expect the unexpected and be ready for some surprises and shock moments. Who will be the special guest? What new fish will Aqua Alex get to celebrate this huge milestone occasion? American Alex Cardinale travels to Miami to go to Zoo Miami and visit some cool animals as well as feed some giraffes, and you get to see it all happen. Chef Alex will bake homemade Twix cookies and make a delicious calamari marinara with spaghetti. Plus an appearance by crazed YouTuber Joey's World Tour, a restaurant review, and so much more. That's night 1 Monday, March 6, 2023 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale. The 9-year YouTube anniversary concludes on Tuesday, March 7, 2023. The second party night will be just as big as the first. You can again expect the unexpected. You just never know who might show up or what will happen. Night 2 begins live at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. This time American Alex Cardinale will be in good old West Palm Beach, Florida, visiting Cox Science Center and Aquarium. I wonder what fish the Science Center and Aquarium has? Also, what cool science stuff will there be? You get to join along. Aqua Alex may get another new fish? Will this one be a dream fish? Chef Alex will bake up some Reese's peanut butter cookies and tortellini Alfredo. Speaking of legends and legendary, the party will welcome a man who has triple I personality, intelligence, integrity, and intensity, and he's also an American hero and WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. Oh, it's true, it's damn true. But, who will be the special guest? Find out all that and more on the second party night. Tuesday, March 7th, 2023, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale.